What's up guys, RotoZap here, and today we're going to be doing some PvP on the Exalted balance. So hopefully you guys are excited. Let's go over the stats really quick. So there we go. We're back up to 53% critical and 100 power pip chance. So overview of the deck real quick as well. I've gone over my balances stats like in depth before, like with all the gear I use and whatnot. So you can just check out another video. But before I was rocking, like for the last live stream I did, I had like really defensive stats, but these are a little bit more balanced. So without further ado, let's get into our first match today. Alright, so we have our first match here. We're going up against Alex Sparkle, a blooded battler. I guess we'll have to see. Rip, you can't do it that early. Alright, so we'll have to see what school he is. I can't quite tell immediately by the stitch. Alright, it looks like he's fire. He has the health of a fire wizard. Yeah, he's fire. Alright, cool. So, well, not really cool because I don't like facing fire, but it's okay. We are going to make it. So, I'll get rid of that immediately. Infallible is probably not going to be helpful. I'm definitely going to be leaning towards Fortify. And I'm not pulling anything out of side. So what I don't want to do is overdraw my side deck right now. So I'm just going to kind of chill, keep everything there. He's already putting up stun blocks, so I guess I can throw away my stun. Will not be needing that anymore. But he's a knight, and this guy is definitely like... He's definitely max level, so that is a huge problem here. But I think actually... I mean, he doesn't have the pips yet to Ifrit, so as much as I want to wait around to either Infallible or go for Fortify, I think my best move here would actually just be to go for the Gaze while it's open. So we're going to get hit with Burning Rampage here. As long as he doesn't get a Shadow Pip in the next turn, I'm going to be A-okay with this because we have Ward, but... if he gets a Shadow Pip, that's going to be kind of a big deal, and we actually might die. But what I'm assuming is going to happen instead is he's either going to Fire Beetle or maybe even Brimstone Revenant if he has it. I'm assuming if he has a Rampage, he has Brimstone, but this is a really good open Gaze. So, do we get the crit? No, we do not. That's okay. But we're going to still be doing really fair damage on this guy because... oh, he said... I was hoping you... okay, I don't know. Okay, he definitely has Balance Ward too, because that did like nothing. Yeah, he's got Balance Ward. So, we might actually have to get Infallible up here, because we don't have a whole lot of damage. But, okay, the game didn't reward him with a Shadow Pip. Wow, that very rarely happens. So, he is most likely going to go for... I mean, I'd have to assume a Brimstone Revenant. So I think what I want to do at this point is either get some healing going or shield. I think I'm just going to get the healing going. Oh. He's shielding, okay. I don't really think that that was a great move because that did like no damage. But we'll just heal. I don't need the crit, so don't okay. Well, I guess Mans isn't really going to want to touch us for a few turns. But, okay, we finally got some chance here. So we do have a set shield as well, so I can throw away that now. And I think, honestly, we're just going to get my Mans out, because he is not going to want to touch us for a couple turns. Because we have this really powerful overtime on us. So if he goes for the open FFA, I'm actually more than okay with that. But yeah, I just want to get this Mans out because he's probably going to be doing something cool. Okay, that's not that cool, but either way, usually he's really helpful. So I'm going to put on a shield right now because I don't want him to get anything too open on us, if that's at all possible. And next move is probably going to be putting stun blocks on because I don't want him to King Art either. That would be kind of rough. So is he going to just... no, he doesn't take out the minion. And it looks like right now, too, he's going for Shrike. So, yo, I mean, do I predict the Rampage is the question. Because, like, I feel like the very obvious move on his part would be to rampage. I guess it really just depends on what my minion does next. Okay, so he's using that on us. So I'm actually pretty inclined to skip out on... Well, actually, what do I want to do here? I just feel like he's going to go for... If I were him, I would definitely go for the ramp. Yeah. If I were him, I would go for the ramp. If he doesn't go for the ramp here... Well, we tried to predict and it did not work at all. And I wasted a triage. That's really not good. But our minion is putting on a shield at least, so that's helpful, I guess. What we really should have done there, though, is lore. That would have been a lot better of a move. Yeah, big yikes on that. Really big yikes on that. He's probably laughing because, I don't know. I just think that that was the correct move, but oh, no way. Man's literally had to get a whole ass shadow pip. So I think what I want to do right now is actually just go for the lore, because the lore in tandem with the minion weakness is really going to prevent this guy from doing anything. So I think that that's going to be our best move here. The lore is not going to be doing any damage though, because like I said, he does have ward. So that and the shield, it's just not going to work out. But he's just going for the open shadow hit here. I really don't blame him. That's what I would do. But he didn't get a crit, so that's good. And we should have resist. Like, I don't think this pierces everything we have. So, I mean, it's doing 4K though, right? Yeah, 3K. 3.3K. I was honestly expecting 4. But... And man's conserved a pip. Oh, that's brutal. And he's not going to be taking any backlash whatsoever from this strike, because he's used 2 spells now that do damage as well as leave a trap. So, I don't know. This is actually not looking good for us at all. Hopefully this lore can at least do 1k. It did 600 damage. And that was with a blade, a crit, and the bubble out. That's insane. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Alright, we need serious help here. He said yikes. Yeah, yikes is right, buddy. Good luck powering that. I feel like we have to go for the shield here, because, I mean, there's really nothing else that we can do that would be better. Okay, he fizzles it. That's good for us. So he's coming out of strike now. He has a weakness on. And we're going to have a shield on now. So either next turn I'm going to go for probably, or at least try to go for a gaze, or go for a lore. Just depends on what happens here. Okay, he is warded to fire, I'm assuming, as well. So, okay, not quite the right move there, minion, but you tried. Yikes. We're not really in range to kill yet with a gaze, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna use this and get rid of his pips. Yeah, dude, this guy is playing kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of annoying, but as long as he doesn't get a shadow pip this next turn, we're gonna be fine. Because he's not going to be able to kill us for 4 pips, but we just can't have him get that, or else we're really screwed. Okay, so that did decent damage on him. Yeah, 1,000. So now he's kind of in gaze range, so if I can just get the right stuff going here, then we can actually win. But the minion's not really doing anything helpful right now, which sucks. And I think for now I'm just going to put on a shield here. I have to assume that he's going to shield as well. We got to see how many of these stack. Okay. Wait, what is he doing? No way. Mans is going for a brim? Okay. Yeah, so those weren't 2 different fire beetles. We we'd be in some trouble if those were two different fire beetles, but they were not, so we're okay. See, here's the thing. If we had worm, we would have won. But he doesn't realize that we don't have worm. So I'm just going to keep banking on the fact that he doesn't realize that. And we're just going to go for lore here. And then hopefully with the double weakness... Is there a better move I could do, though? Not really. Hopefully with the double weakness, he's not going to be able to do anything. My friend's watching the match. He's like, I thought that Brim would kill. Not with Ward. Mans really does need a Shrike to do, like, anything against us. So, yeah. Okay, so that did 542. That was not good at all. And the minion's going to put on a weakness here, too. So, that's good, but we need more. We need serious help here. And the minion is actually helping, so... I'm going to put on another shield, just in case he goes for, like, I don't know, some sort of fire beetle again? Or maybe even a Brim. He might go for Brim. Yeah. Dang. He said, wow, didn't even pull a Scorch. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think a Scorch would have killed. I really don't. Or maybe it would have. I don't know. But with two weaknesses on, I don't think so. So we'll just put on another shield here. Elf might kill us, TBH. Like, this next turn, Elf might be able to kill. But we'll just have to see. Okay, so we got Shadow Strike, so we can do that. I mean, the problem is that he has a Shadow Pip, so we really have to, like, lore. We can't do anything else. Okay, so he's going to go for a shield and probably power it, yeah. I mean, this is a hard fight from second, to be honest. I mean, Mans is, like, really over-leveled, too, which is another big issue here. And like I said, I just have to keep playing defensive because that's I mean, that's really all I can do right now. I mean, our lures are doing nothing, so that sucks. And our minion here is going to use Sandstorm. So hopefully he'll provide something that helps next turn. It's just the problem is we are not looking good, like, at all. Okay, so I'll throw that away. I don't need it. So we do have Gaze. I think that this is the better move. I think that just using a regular old weakness is going to be more beneficial here. Dang. He actually hit it. Alright, well, that's all we've got for this match today. Alright, I mean, like, I'll have another match, don't worry. But, I mean, that's all that this match is going to be. Kind of hard to, like, get a max fire from second, but we tried. But with all that being said, I guess I'll see you guys in the next match. Alright, guys, we're back with our second match here. Hopefully this goes a little bit better than the first, or at the very least we go first, because we basically only verse max level wizards, and I just really would like to be able to go first. That would make my life so much easier. But okay, cool. We actually go first, and we start things off with a Shadow Pip. That's not broken at all. Jeez, alright, so already kicking things off on a much better note here. We can handle a Myth Sergeant, even if they're max level from first, but, you know, things get a little hairy when we're talking about going second against these max level wizards. So I think the next thing I want to do here is... We have 2 Shadow Pips! 2! What? I don't know if any of you just saw what Christopher said, but this man's like hoeing on me for no reason. Alright, so we just need to find like Shrike here, and then we're golden. I mean, Shrike into like... Man, Shrike into Gaze into like nonsense? Like, what do you mean? So we'll get rid of the Savage Paw. I think this turn we'll just put up the Clockwork Mans. And we'll get him doing some decent damage here. I also kind of want to find Mana Burn because she's got like hella pips. What is this? Like Infection? Oh no, it's a wand hit. Okay, well played. Good game. I concede. I wonder if she's got like one of those really overpowered like Maycast wands. That'd be crazy. She has a blade and the minion's using a weakness. I'm just gonna put a shield on myself, to be honest, because I'm really just looking for Shrike. I don't want to do anything until we pull the Shrike, but if things get desperate, I will do something else, but we'll just have to kind of chill for a bit here. And what is she using right now? Orthrus, okay. I mean, that's actually, it's not a bad move on her part because I can't double shield into this. But the thing is, the minion does absolute work against anyone from first. So, wow, that did 117 through the shield. This is gonna hit us pretty hard. This might do like 2k. Oh, okay. Damn. Well, still, 1.3 for that with a weakness on is pretty solid, actually. So we need to... I don't want to do it to him, but I think we have to lure here. Do I lure or heal? I think actually, I'm going to heal. I'm just in a very commanding position from first, so I'm not really overly worried. And without a Shrike, I don't think that she's doing that much damage. So I'm just going to do this here. And look, okay, she's going into Strike now, but she was not before. So I think what I'm going to do now is definitely Lure, because Lure is going to both hurt her accuracy and it's going to hurt her ability to power spells. And of course, my minion, the absolute unit, is mantling her. To be honest, I think I'm just going to look for like a TC stun. I think that makes the most sense, because she's definitely not powering this. Here, I'm going to do this and make her think that like we have no damage, but we're going to do this. She should fizzle because this is going to be 2 mantles on her for 80%, and if she powers an 80% mantle with a hit, then I quit the game. So that's the thing. But honestly, we're just going to kind of wait her Strike out here and hope for the best. I'm probably going to go for the stun as well, so that'll be good. Looks like she's going for a blade here. If she powers this, that would be understandable, but she can't even power that. So the minion's gonna very likely be hitting her this turn. Yep. And I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, gonna do that, and we're gonna, there is the stun. Awesome. So I'm just gonna TC stun her right now, and then hopefully we'll be able to handle her the next round as well. So stun her up. There we go. The minion's going to hit, so he'll do a little bit of chip damage on her. But what's really more important is that the minion's going to be back to having no pips, which means the minion's either going to be shielding us, blading us, or putting some sort of weakness on her. And I am okay with all of them. Okay, so he's deciding to blade us. So that works perfectly fine. And I think I'm just going to go for a shield here. This is her last turn of Shrike too, so she's probably going to go for like a really big hit on us, and the Shrike will fully pierce the shield, but we will still have residual resistance. It's basically going to be like she gets an open shot on us with a weakness. That's kind of what I can compare it to here. So she's going to go for a King Art. I think that was probably her best move out of everything that she could have done. I think that that's definitely her best move. So this is going to hit us for like probably decent damage, I'd say, but it's really not going to do a whole lot. And she gets a Myth Pierce Blade. I mean, this is pretty serious. She's got double Pierce Blades on right now. I need to shield next turn if she gets like anything decent, but she's taking 1,000 backlash too, so rip to her. And my minion's putting weakness on her, so actually I think right now is probably the safest time to just go into Shrike, and then after we go into Shrike, I can Gaze, and then follow Gaze up with a Lure, and then yada yada yada. I mean, honestly, we might go Gaze into Savage Paw into Lore, that sounds pretty good. I just play off of what the minion does, really. Because if the minion's doing really great attacks and moves, then I can do different things. And that's really how I recommend you play balance, is first of all, get you a Clockwork Mans because they're amazing. Second of all, play off the minion, you know. If the minion's putting a weakness on, that means I don't have to lore this turn. If the minion's putting a mantle on, it might be a good idea to lore because it's going to make it so that they basically fizzle anything that they do. It's almost like a stun. Okay, so we got this, so that means I can throw away that. And I am actually going to disregard the advice that I just gave about comboing with your minion, because I think that getting this Gaze out here is going to be a lot more important than getting a lore off on her. So I don't know. This is going to do really decent damage, though, because it's going to fully pierce her, and we have a balance blade on, so it's going to do even more damage. So I'm expecting a lot. Let's see. So this is, oh yeah, 1.8k. That's a ton. And then this next head is also going to be hitting 1.8k. And then honestly, the next turn, we might even be able to just follow it up with a Savage Paw for game, because Savage Paw does a lot of damage, and now we have a damage bubble out. So, and the minion actually gets a piercing blade. I forgot about that. So he's just going to put on a mantle here. I don't know what she's doing. It looks like she's going for a blade, it looks like. Yes, sir. Oh, no, she's going for the bubble. Well played. So knowing that we were probably going to Gaze, she immediately switches bubble. That is good gameplay right there. But sadly for her, her good gameplay... How did she get down to 1,000 that quick? We didn't even do anything. How did that happen? But we're just going to finish this off here with a Savage Paw. Hit her with the GG. I always give a GG to my opponents that are cool. So yeah, 1683. And we get a blade coming back into it. Savage Paw is an underrated spell. I'm telling you guys. It's really good. But anyway, yeah. So it looks like we won from first. No surprises there. Lost from second. Also no surprises there. But that's all I've got for you guys today. So hopefully you enjoyed the Exalted Balance PvP. Haven't been on him in a hot minute. And that's all I've got. Stay tuned for more PvP, top 5s, anything Wizard 101 related. I'm your guy. And that's all I've got. Rotozap out. Peace.